If you're an artist or someone trying to get into just doodling and you're stuck on the type of materials you should get, there are so many markers, pens, inks, even paper type, and even sketchbook type. I've tried a lot of materials this year. It's also the year I've drawn the most I have drawn in the last, I want to say 20 years. What I'm trying to say is I'm down to experiment some more. In this video, I have a bunch of shuttle art markers that I'm gonna test. From acrylic paint to metal shines, pastel colors, and even dual tips. Let's get into it. Okay, I'm most familiar with this pack because I actually have the smaller version of this pack. This is the 60 pack, which is so crazy. It comes in this very portable box, so if you want to take it anywhere, it's really convenient for that. I'm really excited to try all of the extra colors that it comes with. Like, look at that. All of the boxes do come with this little kit on how to use them, how to activate them. Like, you don't want to press too hard. And the nice thing about these is that you don't have to activate them via shaking. They're pretty much ready to go. There's some swatches and different paper materials so you can test how it works. There's also these so that you can see what it looks like on black versus white. I'm mostly just going to use my sketchbook today, and this is the sketchbook that is by my brand. I have a couple of these designs. They'll be on my website this summer because they have sold out late spring, but I've already doodled within them, and most of my content is using this book. It's covered in this like thick coated material that's really nice for paint markers, fountain inks, and so on. And I really like that it doesn't bleed. So even if you have like a bunch of ink, so this is all alcohol markers and paint markers, it doesn't bleed on the other side, which is really nice. I thought it would be fun if we did a little bit of junk journaling and some doodling, and also for each page, let's try a different marker type. The box is really easy to use. You just push down this latch and then you can take off the layer. Oh my god, this is so satisfying. Look at all the colors. Whoa. You know what's funny is I have like a low-key monotone voice, and that's just by nature. It has nothing to do with my level of excitement, but I was at this event one time and I was setting up for the show and they were like, "Are you ready for the show to begin?" And I was like, I'm still setting up. And they were like, "Oh god, you sound not excited at all. Like, oh god, why am I here?" And they were like going on about how it sounded like I wasn't interested, but in my head, because I just didn't have the energy to correct them, in my head I was like, no, really though, I am just setting up and this is just my voice, so don't worry about it. But I hope you guys know this all comes with excitement. Like, look at all these colors. I didn't even know there was a 60 set. Okay, how choose. So I want to show that paint markers work really well on top of other surfaces. So I have this snack that I got from Japan and I'm gonna junk journal it because we're hoarders like that. So let me see what color goes nicely with this. Maybe like a yellow, this yellow, or this, I'll just have this set aside. And then maybe like a darker color on top. Like a green. Okay, I'll start with that. I'm also scared to mix up the organization that they already put together. I'm someone who like grabs a bunch of colors and then in the end I'm like, I don't remember where all these colors go, but I guess that's part of the chaos. So like I said, the nice thing about the activation is that you don't have to shake as much as maybe like other paint markers. In general, what I really like about shuttle markers is that the pens have automatic ink control. So what that means is that there's larger ink capacity. It makes them more durable, providing smoother coverage. So if I'm trying to color a large area like this, I shouldn't have any problem because the ink just flows super well. Okay, I want to put this somewhere here. So I guess I'll color maybe like up to here. Yeah, look at that color control. Sometimes when you're using paint markers or like other types of markers, it can dry out as you're coloring, but I feel like So far, it's pretty consistent with this one. Like, I'm not losing any ink as I go. The other recommendation is to lay your markers flat so that the ink flow stays relatively consistent across the entire marker. I believe if you lay it like upright or downright, the ink will pool in specific spaces. So it does say that on the packaging, to lay it flat. I'm gonna cut it like right above the cheeks. Right above this peachy cheek. Junk journaling and hoarding at its finest. Actually, maybe a little less cheek. The paint dried really quickly. I like that. I'm someone who has trouble waiting for paint to sit, so it's really nice for people like me then who have a hard time waiting. Handy dandy double-sided tape that I got from Daiso, so it's really affordable. You know when they say that art is not accessible because there's so much material cost and there's all these things that you have to get, and if you want quality art you have to get premium art supplies. Well, it's not true. This tape is like $1.50. This gummy pouch is literally trash. And you can always get markers at the dollar store, honestly. Okay, cool. So I'm actually gonna swatch a couple of colors. So let's just see how vibrant they are and how accurate they are to the little paint window. Whoa, look how opaque that looks. Ooh, I think this is a new color for me. It's like a kind of corally looking color. I don't use a lot of brown in my work, but maybe that's something I should do to push myself. Do you guys use brown? I don't know what to use brown for. Ooh, that green is so nice. I don't know if I have a favorite second color. So the first is red, but green is the second best next. Especially these like foresty kind of greens. I'm trying to get a green that matches this. Feels like, does it? It's close. Also, color theory is so weird because this green is on red, and so I'm like, is this the same color I'm looking at? Look at that little guy, he looks a little freaked out. Okay, I'm gonna draw my little characters around here. I'm sorry if anyone's a fan of this freaked out little guy. I'm drawing a little dog over it. Look how nicely the acrylic marker goes on top of this metallic wrapper. Ooh, something I want to figure out is, so this is layer 1 of the yellow, but I wonder if after it dries and I add another layer of yellow, will it actually layer on top? Because this material is quite shiny and wet, I guess. So I don't know how the layering effect will work, but we'll wait a bit and see. I'm gonna add a few more embellishes just to decorate. Okay, going back over with yellow. Ooh, it does get a bit darker. So I'm sure with maybe like even the third layer, you can pretty much make it not see-through anymore. You know, growing up, I used to think the word opaque meant the opposite, that it was see-through. Doesn't opaque sound transparent to you guys? I don't know, or is that just my brain? I'm actually gonna leave it like that. I kind of like that the words peek through, but this is enough evidence that you can do layering on top of other materials. Okay, I feel pretty good, and because I'm more familiar with these markers, that this is exactly what I would expect from this set. I love that it's opaque. I love that it's very easy to use. You notice how I didn't really have to shake it, and look how vibrant the colors came out even. And the layering is perfection. So this is the standard shuttle art colors with the 60 set. And the box is also very portable, so that's a bonus. All right, this next set is the metal tones. So I think it's very fitting to do it on the other page because I already have a candy wrapper. So whoa, this is new for me. I have never tried their metallic colors, and I don't actually know if I have any metallic paint markers actually. So it comes with 2 layers, similar box. Oh wait, can the boxes stack? Oh, I see. So they do stack. You just need like another little locker thing here, and then you could potentially just carry the entire stack with you. That's cool. Okay, I wonder if these, whoa, this one caught my eye, so bright. I wonder if these are the same instructions. So shake before use, close after use, put down flat. Okay, it looks like it's the same. So they all operate in similar ways. These ones do feel a bit different. They feel more, I don't want to say bulky, but the shape is a bit more round, maybe? More stubby. Oh, these purples are very similar in color. Okay, I'm super excited to use these. Let's try them out and see how it goes. All right, I'm gonna try the yellow and just do like a continuation of this section. Whoa, that's so cool. Why haven't I gotten into metallic paints before? Actually, with my recent fountain pen ink obsession, kind of surprised I haven't found any metallic inks yet. Do those even exist? I don't know, is anyone here from the fountain pen community that can tell me? Please, SOS, I would like to know because I love anything that has like crazy shines and shimmers and whatnots. I feel like this is where a ruler would be nice, but this is also where I'm lazy. It's not worth the effort. Okay, I feel like this is the test, is when you're coloring large areas. It seems to hold up pretty well. Whoa, that's so crazy. Wait, I gotta show you, like, I didn't apply that much, but look at that shine. Oh my gosh. This is literally the next shiny thing that I'm gonna have to play with for a while. Okay, just now, I feel like the ink started to go a bit sparse here, as you can see. So I tried to shake the pen and it looks like it does move the ink around. Is it accurate to this little window? Yeah, I would say so. Pretty accurate. If you use regular paper, I don't think the ink should bleed through unless you're using like a crazy generous amount. This paper is a bit thick, so it's taking it on, but it's warping a little bit. Just a tiny bit. But I also noticed with this sketchbook, if you just wait a bit longer and it like really dries, you can't really see the warping after a while. I guess like the paper goes back to normal. Okay, I have this area that's like a little bit lighter, so I'm gonna wait for it to dry and then I will go back over it just like the same way that we did here. Oh, I have this washi tape from Washi Station and it also has like a gold foil, so I think it'd be nice if I put it down along this area. So let me just go ahead and do that. Oh, can I use my washi tape cutter? Is it big enough? I think. Oh yes, it is. Okay, this is what I mean by I'm a bit impatient. I want to go over it with washi right now, but I also feel like I should color this in. Okay, yeah, it's dried enough. That was pretty quick. It didn't take too long to dry, and I was able to cover it up pretty easily. Just had to wait, and then, yeah, look. That's so cool. How does one even make metallic ink? Wow. I'm amazed. Okay, there's like small little areas that I feel like I could color more, but I'm good with that. Okay, I'm gonna let it dry a little bit while I pick out some things. I do want the washi tape here, and then what else do I want? I have this little thing, and it's a business card from this artist. I just thought the design is really cute, so I'm gonna put it somewhere here. I don't know yet. Maybe this sticky note. I feel like it's kind of big though. Maybe this one, because it's red, kind of matches this page. Okay, I think I will do that. So, I think washi tape first. It's the way I already have paint on my hands. It always be like that. Okay, where do I want this? Maybe like this. I'm gonna cover the little cakes. I'm sorry. Okay, I can work with something like this. Bow? Oh, stop pushing my camera. Okay, I want to try out a few more metallic swatches and let you guys know how these colors come out. Whoa, this one is like pink silvery. Can you guys hear Bao? He's so loud. Okay, I'm really interested for this one because it's giving like very bright neon. Whoa, what? Wait, no, wait, it's silver. Oh, wait, it's because I mixed it. Okay, this is more silver. I wouldn't say, this looks more pink to me. This one looks silver. Maybe the ink needs to settle. Oh, this one is giving metal for sure. Okay, let's add some color to these. Okay, here's a close-up comparison. So we have the regular acrylic markers, very opaque, very nice layering effect. And then we have the metallics. Whoa, look at how shiny that is. And it also goes over other materials. It even went over this washi tape that I have. And I love the shine on the metallics. So I'm actually definitely going to experiment a bit more with the metallics. All right, the next colors that I will be showing are the pastel tones. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. I was just about to say, I don't know how they're gonna differ from the other acrylic markers, like the 60 color set, but already I can see a difference. These are so cute, oh my gosh. Also, the packaging is different. The whole thing is like a matte kind of coloring versus like, let me show you the original. The original is white with the colors as these bars, but the pastel ones are so cute. Okay, I know I said I was excited about the metallics, but actually, pastel has a special place in my heart. Okay, here's all the colors. There's 24 of them. Let me see the tip. Oh, okay, so far, yeah, all of the ones that we've done have this like brush tip. Oh my gosh, what do I even draw for this? Okay, gonna start a new page. Goodbye, and I'll do the pastels here. I'm gonna pin this down with a clamp because this page is a little, I guess, warped because I used it. Not warped, but used, because it's still pretty flat. Okay, what do I want to do for this page? So I'm looking through all of my junk, and I have this from the Osaka Aquarium in Japan. It has kind of like pastel-esque colors. I don't know what you're supposed to do. Is this supposed to be like a photo here? Oh yeah, use it as a photo frame. Okay, well, I'm gonna use it as a page in here, but this is a bit too tall. Okay, how do I want to do this? Okay, I'm gonna cut a bit on the bottom and a bit on the top, and we'll go from there. Whoa, that came off so cleanly. Oh my god, there's a yellow back. Okay, I'm gonna do blue just because I don't usually use blue. Now that I think about it, I think I'll just cut it from here. Yeah, something like that. Ooh, should I center it or a little bit over here? I want to make it a little bit asymmetrical. And then I'll try not to use yellow just because I always use yellow. But let's start with this pink pastel. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to swatch it. Do something fun and just swatch on the bottom. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. It's so pink. Okay, so actually what I'm gonna do is color in this frame before I tape it down. So I'm just gonna loosely do like a border and then I'm gonna color it in. And let's see how this pastel set measures up to the other sets. Does anyone have recommendations on coloring in a large surface like this? Like, do you color in circles, or do you do straight lines like this? Or do you just scribble arbitrarily? I think for me, I usually do it in circles like this. Ooh, yeah, this pink is so nice. Okay, I lied. I think the set that I'll be playing with the most is the pastels. They're so cute, what the heck? Okay, the thing about light colors though is that it can get streaky, I think, when you're coloring a large space. So I'm gonna let it dry again, shake this up, and then wait a bit before I go back. Oh yeah, see how nicely that went over with just a bit of time and just a bit of shaking. Guys, I'm obsessed with this color. I can't wait to swatch the other ones. I'm not like a huge pink person, but when you see a good pink, you know? Okay, I'm okay with that. It's like a little streaky up here, but I'm cool with that because I'm gonna go over it anyway. Okay, now we put in the frame. So let me get some tape. Peeling double-sided tape is one of those things that I'm like, kind of annoying to do, but also I know it's easy to do, so I can suck it up a little bit. All right, frame in. It's a little crooked. Can I fix it? Oh God. Okay, usually I am not so perfection-y with these things, but I don't know why. Justice to these sunfish. It must be perfect. Oh God, did I make it worse? No, I didn't. Okay, I think it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, let's swatch some colors. I kind of like that it's like half on the frame and half on the paper, because then you can see it on a different surface and on white. Whoa, it's so opaque. It's very much like all of their other markers in that the consistency is very nice, but the difference being these pastel colors. Ooh, this one's very flesh pink. Kind of bright. We like a bright yellow. So cute. It's like a mint green, minty green. These colors are giving like baby colors. So friggin' cute. Oh my gosh. Now that I have swatched everything, I think I'll draw some whale sharks and some fish animals all around, and we'll go from there. I think fish are one of those things that are really fun to draw, but I'm actually kind of scared of them. They just look a little freaky, you know? Okay, so very quickly, I can see that because this is a pastel color, it's much lighter than maybe like the metallics or the regular color set. So even though I have painted on top of this like pink area, it still shows a bit of the pink. So I will wait for it to dry and just go over it again. Here is the pastel page close up. I ended up messing up on the fin up here, so I just went back over with the blue green, and then that's the nice thing about the paint is that you can layer. So yeah, even though they're light colored, they still layer pretty well, so I like that. Okay, Are we ready for the last set? Bum, bum, bum. It's the dual tip. What does that even mean? Oh, help. Wait, this one doesn't open like the other ones. It opens this way. Whoa, what? Okay, wait. Are these are paint markers. Okay, they're really thin. That's the first thing I'll notice. And it doesn't come in a box like the other one. Whoa, okay. This one looks like it's metallic. Are they all metallic? This one is not metallic. Oh, it's like a mix. Oh, and then you got this pastel color. Okay, so this is like a variety box. That's cool. Well then, let's just get to it. Some tips, please cap the markers. I feel like that's explanatory. Lay them flat, just like the other ones. So yeah, we can do that. Oh my gosh, there's so many colors. Let me start some swatching. So for this page, I think what I'll do is I actually have this little memo pad. It's by this artist, and I found them in Taiwan when I was over there for an illustration fair. I'm gonna put this straight dab in the middle. And then let's just do some swatches on the inside. I think that would be fun. I don't think I've done something like that in other pages. Let's just pick some colors in rainbow order. Ooh, is this neon? I gotta try that. Okay, I'm gonna start with these colors. The first thing that I notice is different is that there's two sides, hence why it's called a dual tip. So we have fine and brush. I'm assuming brush, yeah, is similar to what we've been doing for the last 3 marker sets. And then for fine, what does that look like? Whoa, it's kind of thick. Like, not thick as in not fine, but I like that it's sturdy. So I think for swatching, let me just use the brush, and then I'm gonna draw around with the fine side. How fun. Off the bat, works very nicely, just like the other markers. Ooh, is this one metallic? Yeah, it is. You can tell. It's got like a shine to it. Yummy yellow. Whoa, I really like this color. I don't think I've used anything like that. Okay, the moment of truth for this one. It's very neon. Whoa, kind of like a lime. I really enjoyed the darker colors. There's just something about their opaqueness and even these colors that are nice. Ooh, yeah. I noticed for this one, it doesn't tell you to shake it unlike the other ones. So I wonder if there's a reason for that. Let me do black. I haven't really used black throughout this process. Ooh, yeah, that's so nice. And of course, I gotta top it off with my favorite red. What should I draw? My little guy. He's sleeping too. Does that even look like a Z anymore? Not really. It's just kind of random. Let's try the thin side. I'll draw some mascots that my friends have created from memory. I don't know if they are watching, but if they are, this is a fun little Easter egg for them. All right, fine tip, here we go. Oh my gosh. I'm in love with the fine tip. It's so nice for line art, and it's very controlled. I really like how much precision I can get with that. That's so good. Where have you been all my life? Okay, I just feel like every new marker set I'm opening, I'm wowed every time. Let me limit the colors. In that case, let me start by filling the area with this one first. Okay, also I realized because I'm doing this from memory, even if my friends were watching, if I don't do it accurately, they won't even recognize that it's their mascot. So I don't know, I'm just winging it. I'm drawing little fun things, I guess. I feel like there needs to be some kind of chaos with this page, so I'm gonna disrupt it somehow. How am I gonna do that? It's like a little bit too peaceful, so I think I have to overlay some stuff. But where am I gonna put that? Okay, I feel like there's some more chaos. I'm okay with that. So this was the pastel page and this is the dual tip page, and I really like the thin side. Will for sure be using this a lot to do my line art, and then I think it's a great addition to have the brush on the other side because then you can fill the areas with larger ink like that. Anyways, that concludes my comparison between these plus the metallics, woo, shiny, plus the regulars. What did you guys think? Which one is your favorite? I would say overall, consistency-wise, the paint is very good for covering large areas and it doesn't dry out very quickly, and if it does, you can just wait a bit, shake it, and then it'll come back. In terms of color accuracy, I would say they're all pretty accurate to the ink and to the cap itself. I think the metallic was the only one that I wasn't super sure if all of them are like that, but like this pink one turned out gray, so I'll have to try all the inks again and see. But I like that they're opaque. I like that they all go over different materials. Don't forget to lay them flat so that the ink is dispersed well, and I had a lot of fun trying them out. I'm going to be experimenting a lot more moving forward with the metallics and the dual tip. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys like this video. I'll see you next Monday. I post videos every 12 p.m. PST. Please like, comment, subscribe, and bye!